So today, we are making a delicious pasta dish that's perfect for a busy weeknight, yet it's bold enough for a relaxed weekend lunch because it's so easy to make and it comes together in just 20 minutes. We're talking spaghetti with a spicy Pil Pil sauce. Now what makes this pasta dish really stand out is that spicy Pil Pil sauce made with just extra virgin olive oil, a ton of garlic, some spicy chilies and a couple other ingredients as it comes together within minutes, but it feels like it's been simmering for hours, folks. Serve this pasta dish next to a garden salad and a bottle of Spanish wine, and you're gonna have yourself one heck of a beautiful meal. Let's begin by filling a stock pot with some cold water. You wanna go to a little over the halfway point. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. While the water's heating, let's start getting our ingredients ready to make the spicy Pil Pil sauce. I'm gonna grab a head of garlic. Yes, you heard that correctly. Once again, we're using an entire head of garlic to make this pasta dish. You know, if that's too much garlic for you, you can use between 3 to 4 cloves. I'm gonna remove the skins from each clove of garlic, and when I'm doing this, I like to have a paper towel underneath for an easy cleanup. And we'll thinly slice the cloves of garlic. For the next ingredient, I'm gonna grab 1 red chili, cut it in half vertically, that's to say through the stem, and then using a spoon, remove any of the inner seeds. Now this is a Mediterranean red chili, so it's kind of a mixed bag. Some of them are a little bit sweeter, and some of them are very spicy, so I'm only gonna use half of the chili in this recipe. However, if you want your sauce to be extra spicy, you can add in the entire chili, or use whatever type of red chili you like. And we'll thinly slice the chili. We'll reserve 1/3 cup of white wine, which is about 78 milliliters. If you can't do white wine, you can substitute this for broth, but let me tell you, the white wine is what gives this sauce that incredible depth of flavors. And for the final ingredient, I'm gonna add in 15 raw jumbo shrimp that have been peeled and deveined over some paper towels and then pat them completely dry. Now the shrimp that I'm using are about frozen and thawed out just to make things easier and cheaper, but of course, you can totally use fresh shrimp here. And we'll season the shrimp with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper just on one side. All right, let's move back to the stock pot. As you can see, the water's now at a full boil, so it's time to add in the pasta. Once again, for this recipe, I'm using spaghetti, but you can use whatever type of pasta noodles you like, though the thinner noodles do work better with this sauce. I'm gonna grab 8 ounces of the spaghetti, which is 225 grams, and add it into the stock pot. And as you can see, the spaghetti doesn't perfectly fit into the stock pot, and like I always tell you, that's okay. You start mixing that spaghetti around, and as it starts cooking and softening up, eventually all that spaghetti is going to be covered in that boiling water, which just takes a few seconds. And I'm going to cook this until it's al dente, which is about 10 minutes in my case. All right, let's start cooking our sauce at the same time. That way both elements can come together. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat, and add in 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. After heating the olive oil for about 1 minute, you don't want it to get too hot. I'm gonna season it with a little sea salt and add in the sliced garlic and the sliced chilies. And as always, it's very important to mix these ingredients around continuously. That way they all evenly saute and they don't brown. You know, if that garlic browns, it can easily give a bitter flavor. After about 2 minutes, and the garlic is lightly sauteed, once again, you don't want to brown the garlic, I'm going to start adding the shrimp into the pan, making sure they're all in a single layer. And I always like to add the first one by the handle, and then go in a circular motion. That way when I have to flip the shrimp, I know exactly where to start. That way they all evenly cook. After about 1 minute, I'm going to start flipping the shrimp to cook the other side. And once again, you want to flip them in the order that you added them in there. That way all the shrimp are perfectly cooked. Then we'll add in the 1/3 cup of white wine. And we're going to simmer this on a medium heat for about 2 minutes. This is enough time for the alcohol to cook off in that white wine and for all those shrimp to be perfectly cooked through. After about 2 minutes, and you can see that the white wine has reduced in half and all the shrimp are perfectly cooked through, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. That way all the ingredients are evenly mixed together. As always, the Spanish paprika that I'm using is from Cuba. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below. And if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Once everything is well mixed, our spicy Pil Pil sauce is done. As you saw, this came together within minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat in the pan. At the same time that our sauce is done, our spaghetti should be perfectly cooked al dente. I'm going to start grabbing the spaghetti directly from the stock pot and adding it into the pan with the sauce, making sure to shake off any of the excess water, but it's okay if a little of that starchy water gets into the sauce. And we'll give it a quick mix until everything's well mixed together. And let me tell you, at this point right now, all that spicy Pil Pil sauce is being absorbed by the spaghetti, giving it the most incredible textures and flavors. Then we'll transfer some of the pasta into a serving dish. And we'll sprinkle it with some finely chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our spaghetti with a spicy Pil Pil sauce is done. This is known here in Spain as Espaguetis al Pil. Super easy to make, beautiful presentation, and the best part, came together in about 20 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Now this is what simple home cooking is all about in a pasta dish. I cannot wait to try, because it's so easy to put together and the aromas are mind-blowing good. Here we go. Sorry, that was a big bite. I'll try one of the shrimp here. Here we go. Seriously, it's an absolute wow factor. So many great flavors, perfect balance of spiciness, and then all that garlic, the sweet smoked Spanish paprika, and the white wine, which is what gives it that incredible depth of flavors. You saw this, so easy to make, done in about 20 minutes. Give it a try at home, and I promise it's gonna completely drive you wild because it is that good. Truly, all garlic lovers around the world unite on this recipe because you're gonna absolutely love it. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Kevin Moran, Richard Esby, Lisa Larea, Edward Alvarez, and Marco Steenbergen. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego. Bevy out. Hasta luego. Wait a second, I almost forgot the dish.